Hey y'all, what happens if you let someone borrow something in prison and they don't repay their debt? My name's Marcy. I spent over a decade in the Texas prison system. In case we haven't met, I know about women's prisons in Texas, right? So I was at first just going to say, you can just put that person on blast and make it common knowledge that they don't repay their debts, and it makes other inmates not want to do business with them, and that's pretty acceptable in there. This question reminded me of a time that I'm pretty ashamed of. We've talked about before, I've told y'all how when you're in prison, it's a whole different set of rules. It's like a world within itself, and things that are unacceptable out here are perfectly acceptable in there and even expected. So there was a time that one of my best friends in there, she's still incarcerated. We stole a bunch of disciplinary cases from a correctional officer. That's not the part I'm not proud of, because honestly, they were written by an officer that writes a lot of petty cases, and those cases affect inmates' freedom. So we stole the cases. Normally, we would just go up to our fellow inmate and be like, hey, girl, we got your case. And they'd be like, thanks. And that would be the end of it. But my friend and I were both on commissary restriction at that time. And that meant we did not have commissary privileges. That means we did not have any food in our boxes, in our cubicles, right? So we're like, we're going to charge for these cases. We had 5 or 6. And so we just went up to the people, hey, we've got your disciplinary case. So it's $5 worth of commissary stuff, or we're going to put it back in the picket. Everybody paid us except for one girl. One girl said, okay, no problem, but we'll have to wait till store day. So we gave the girl a list of coffee ingredients for store day. Store day comes, the girl goes to store, she doesn't pay her debt. So the expected response to that would be violence. And my friend and I bullied and harassed this young lady over $5 worth of instant coffee fixings. Honestly, it was pathetic of us. It didn't actually end in violence, but it definitely was bullying and intimidation on our part to get that. And that happens in there. I have seen it end in violence, but yeah.